Yeah. Oh man. Another day. Did some exercise yesterday. Did some chest. Did some back. Hit up a little bit of triceps and that. Feel pretty good. My new routine of exercising is keep it light enough with really good form and try to really get those muscles really activate. That's working really well. And eat a whole bunch of protein. Got amino acids inside of this pot. Gotta keep up on the aminos.
Rangers! You will all no problem here. The catapult is surrounded by a boss. Might be above Sophia's peak.
Callus must be repurposing order tech. No matter. I can assist with that.
Mother Callus!
Power is coming from nearby. Tracing it now. And... Ah! Head here, and you can deactivate the shield manually.
Slouching towards success. It is just you.
If this plan works, Zane, I'm giving you the shiniest metal I can muster.
I settled for dinner with you. Skip the movie.
You haven't changed one bit. That's it! Punch that switch!
Done! The shield is taken care of.
Outstanding work, darling. Now take out that catapult if you'd be so kind.
Hope you are ready to fall!
Yeah, I think I'm gonna repurpose my guy again. I'm gonna keep this, but I'm gonna start getting rid of all this. Like this, I'll keep this speed, but I'm gonna get rid of this. Get rid of this, get rid of this. It'll be 9 points. That I don't care about either. Doesn't do anything. Yeah, I don't care about that. Oh, because I want to get this up. This is actually kind of good. This is actually good stuff. Additional fire damage be good. I might actually get this. I mean, that's a lot of fucking shield. It has a lot of elemental chance. That is actually really good.
Moving expediently.
Sophia! Do your thing.
Okay, Scoot.
Perfection! The catapults are out of commission.
My sound as well. Now, Levine, let's talk about that dinner. I'll bring the candles. You bring the,
Punch kabama.
Not
Punch
now, Zane.
kabama.
Ripper forces are overwhelming us in the city. Vault Hunter, we need you here.
I am on my way.
Ever seen a body like this? Bitch! Oh.
That was funny.
Zane, where are you? There are rippers everywhere!
heading into the fray now, Quip.
It's Gwent! Gwent!
Jeez, boyo, can you pick a name and stick with it?
The Ripper fiends are all over. You'll need to fight your way in.
That will not be an issue.
What?
Send more my way.
The thing
I
that
am
hurts
on.
when you pop like that?
I have just enough bullets for each of you.
Quip.
Eat up, girl! Fine day for a scrap,
You
huh?
open.
Levine, where do you want us?
Clear out a path to the square beside the leader's chamber. That's where the Rippers are focusing their assault.
The lady gets what the lady wants. And you, show me what the new generation of Vault Hunters fights like.
Let us hear old talk and still learn new tricks.
Sophia, stay away from what these paying customers. The rest are all yours.
Careful! I fight dirty with
Carcadia's looking as, posh as
So
ever.
condescending.
Been a while since I
Now I
visited.
go.
That's because last time you visited, I had to sweet talk 3 judges to keep you out of jail.
Come on now, love. You've missed me.
Win this battle, then we'll talk.
Let's quit while you are ahead.
I heard that noise. Where's it at? Dude, Hyperion. Yeah, the legendary stuff kind of sucks ass.
too far ahead, lass.
At last, the bolt is mine again.
Sophia! No! I'll kill you for that, Callus.
It's so rare to see someone with a spine. I'm tempted to hold it in my hands, but I have a higher calling to attend. Rippers! Kill any who resist. Take the rest.
Ah! Come back, you manky bitch! Try
Zane, please save it! You must repel her rippers! Carcadia is still at stake!
I'll kill every last one of you for this!
Yeah, my goal is to at least get up a couple levels a day. Until the new raid boss comes in, which are coming in pretty soon. Okay. Mm. What about that? Can I put my stuff? Put all that shit in the bag. Yeah, I got a lot of crap to redeem legendaries. Use them all. Okay, I forgot what the fuck I'm gonna do today. Get my bank, throw that shit in there. Oops, let me do that. Let me see what. I want to get a fire one. I'm not a big corrosive person. Oh, that's the one I wanted. Like them a lot. Okay, so I got rid of one of those guns.
I can't feel me arse. I can't feel me arse. Vile Lictor's foul creations threaten us all, but
I could use one less thing to worry about today, and that thing is an obnoxious order clown. You game?
Yeah, one of my coworkers texted me today, asked me about. They're talking about gyms and shit, and as most women tend to do, they want to get tan and all that crap like that. So she was just talking about like, oh, asking me about gym memberships, stuff like that. I'm like, almost every gym has tanning beds and that now. I mean, yeah, she was asking like what gym is and
Holy timekeeper, I am betting on myself. I have no...
nice. Okay. But anyway, so I was just like, she texted me like 10 or 11 o'clock at night, and I know why she does it is because her dude's like super fucking like paranoid because he's a massive pot smoker, I guess. So he's just always paranoid. Yeah. And so like I just texted her now, just kind of like telling her like, oh, it's this and that. My goal has always been, always will be the same. I want to help people to get better. Like, I'm tired of seeing people go down this road of damnation so fucking bad. and then they're the first ones to sit there and, well, first off, they never truly admit to the things that they do. And thing is, it gets kind of sad because like they know they're harming themselves. Because almost everybody that I know, or know of, not actually know, like I don't hang out with them or anything like that. Any of them that sit there and do any type of fucking like massive amount of drugs,
A fitting conclusion.
they always eventually start doing some heavy ass drugs. Now, not all the time, but some of the times. And I just sit there and just think to myself, like, why do you waste your life away for a feeling you can get almost every single day? Just waking up and being proud of yourself, loving yourself, stuff like that. Like, to me, it kind of like defeats the purpose. Like, when you're a kid, that you're entertained by, like, the smallest amount of stuff. When you become an adult, and that the entertainment becomes really shallow. Like, you have to alternate your mind so much. It's like you can't just get on a video game and just have a blasting time. You know? But I guess I'm kind of like that to a certain extent. But I'm slowly starting to get out of my, like, serious, like, I just want to enjoy my life.
Mind relaying a message to the timekeeper? Die!
Do you think to thwart infinity's will?
You have lost a piece of yourself! Another timekeeper pit!
But yeah, I don't know. It's just funny to look at from that perspective. Like, as a kid, you're like entertained by everything. You're more controlled. Like, people tell you when to eat breakfast, when to eat lunch, when to eat dinner. When you start taking control over your own life, and that it kind of gets kind of dull sometimes because there's stuff to like Like, see, like when my parents like make biscuit and gravy, and I'm just like biscuit and gravy. I instantly always get excited because who doesn't fucking like biscuit and gravy? You know, that's how it was when I was a kid. That I would eat so much biscuit and gravy that, and I would like have like the biggest fucking shits. Not like, but it was enjoyable. I don't know. I just find it kind of interesting.
Oh, come on, give me a chance.
I finally found the thief. There's a wee beast he keeps digging up my googly tubers, and I need those for booze. Kill it for expressing its natural instincts, so I can express mine.
He's such a bitch. Yeah, to do it. These yawns.
Let me tell you, that creature, that one, deserved it. Keep sounding on that, okay? Not a tear.
I knew I smelled a bull.
High speed, higher chaos.
You know about 5,000 experience with metal. Okay, she was still around there. No. Yeah, I was just remembering,
No one says
Have you tried to see your boat back here?
that's one way to fix anything.
yeah, I was just remembering when I was at White Castles. I first started streaming and shit. People were trying to, like, they were like attacking me on my stream and that
Something I want to tell you.
because I was talking about something that happened at work and that. I was like, oh yeah, this person did this. But I try to explain, but this is pure like psychological. This has nothing to do with boast myself and that. People get really fucking jealous when shit like, oh, you're boasting yourself. You're thinking that. It's always about attraction. If people are attracted to you, you're always gonna have the jealous fucking assholes who come in there and just like, oh, you, da da da. It's like, that's their own personal experience, bro. Like, it's just something to talk about. It's, I don't know, kind of interesting. But the best thing I always tell people, like, no, I'm just mind your own fucking damn business. Like, When people start stirring the pot, they want to get
Right
mad,
there
and
you
they
go.
want to
I
get,
am sure it will
you know, even
satisfy
more
you.
mad, and they want to get in fights with you because they think beating you up and having you not exist anymore is the best thing. It's always like the same shit. Because we have way too much demonic intention on them. And the thing is, like, not like many people don't realize that you are being provoked by demons. The first thing that comes to mind as a human being is loving and caring when you're a child, that you express your true emotions. You express the truth about the things that you see and hear. You don't make up shit to try to implicate things like problem solving. Like you're trying to like look at someone and be like, oh, I know they're like this. All you're trying to do is prove what you assume that they are, not actually who they are. I talk about this on my stream a lot because I see it so much in real life.
Truth be told, I'm running
Let's cull the herd.
physical. It'd mean a lot if you could take something off my to-do list. Namely, deal with this vile ripper that's been causing problems.
You didn't quit while you were ahead. Fellas!
And like I always want to put awareness out there that demons do exist. We are struggling with them every single damn day. It doesn't matter how you think. It doesn't matter how you pursue your life. Is blah blah blah.
I am
Demons
sure
are
there is an
real.
argument for that.
Angels are real. God's real. All this stuff is real.
Double or
God,
nothing.
God doesn't intervene in life unless something happens to the plan. You can't control what humans do. You control what demons do to a certain extent. You know, they have to ask for favor. They have to ask for the favor of understanding. You know, everything comes through. You know, God led. So it's like if God's plan stands exactly what it is, to bring his children back to him, then the children are going to come back.
Nice and dealt with.
You know.
Barely had time to react.
I would say it's just how it is, but yeah, I go with what I was saying before. I always thought it was kind of funny that when people make up shit about people. I think it's just the age. And the age is changing now. Because the age, like the Me Too age, it made like, oh, believe all women. Women are never wrong in that. Because they're all blah, blah, blah. You look at how women treat men in that, sometimes not, you know. These women always want to say, well, what did the man do? It's like, what do you mean what did the man do? It's like, well, the man didn't do nothing. They immediately say, you know, because they believe all women are right, because culturally people want to talk about this shit, like, too. I like, if you're fucking retarded, you'll believe everything that these social media asshole clowns like to say. And especially when there's no fucking proof. And most times the proof is very, well, it's very vague because people just don't know. You know, they don't want to critically think shit at all. Which they never fucking do. Where the fuck is this guy even at? I can't be where he's at. Oh, there he is.
Just like my mother.
Hold on. Like the animal predator.
But yeah, every time I kind of like, I ponder about these certain things, and then it's like, man, it's like, people really do believe this media shit a lot. Like, when they say, oh, all men are 100% right, women are fucking wrong. You see, like every woman in this world would sit there and be like, they wouldn't know what to think. I notice women are the most gullible gender that we have, because they're gullible for everything, man. They believe a lot of stupid shit. And, and I find it kind of interesting, though, when they start believing stuff they know it's not fucking true. But they intensively want to keep on believing this stupid shit. And then they get more and more upset because people are not giving them the attention for it. I mean, that's why I see all of these women go on TikTok and that, like, it's a 24/7 thing. It's 24/7. Every once in a while you'll hear, like, probably, like, maybe 20% of women on TikTok will actually talk against these bitches. And it's just like a big old complaining fest. And sometimes a lot of these women on there, they just do because it's just popularity. Like, at me, I'm one of them. But if your main goal is to get a man, and just to say, why would you want to be one of them? To me, functionally speaking, that is retarded as fuck. Like, you're just a fucking idiot. No fuck you should exit this. Let's go for a little ride, fuck it. And like, I would say the more that we kind of like get into these kind of discussions that about like what the fuck's going on with our world now. Yeah, it's just some dumb fuck says something to emotionalize something, you know, and of course it all comes from what demons want us to, you know, be tormented by. And the best thing to torment humans by is by genderizing each other. Like, oh, we misgender ourselves now. We always have people that believe that they were fucking monkeys and dogs and men and women, or we always have those freaks out there that no one ever fucking pay attention to. And that's what it is, we never pay attention to them. We never gave a fuck about them. When we saw a gay guy back in the old days, like 90s or early 2000s, we were all like, that's fucking disgusting, why'd you want to do that? They get fucking mad, but they couldn't do nothing about it because it's just like, oh, is it a bad thing to get? Yeah, I mean, if someone's coming in and trying to play around with your ass and that's a fucking dude, of course you're gonna get mad. Like, just because you're a fucking weirdo and you want to do stupid shit like that, that's your own personal thing. And that's what it came down to. People repelled this shit so people wouldn't be like that. You know, people want to say, you know, like I said before, everyone wants to say you're born like that. There's no genetic traces of being anything other than a male and a female. It's a mind manipulation. You choose to be a specific way. And if your parents don't train you, you let social media train you, or let your stupid schools train you that don't teach you shit.
Killing you feels like a mercy.
That's the reason why when the whole military thing happened, and Pete had said got rid of all these trans and all these little feminist women and that all these people that didn't do shit but sit there and absorb money from our tax dollars they're not gonna go to war because they're all scared. They're all gonna sit there and just be like, oh, well, I'm just gonna sit here. Yeah, of course you're sitting there. You're not doing nothing to provide. You got other people actually care about a country and actually want to provide assistance. And blow some fucking terrorists up.
Oh, things are getting
That's what America's good at. We're gonna stay that way until all of them are fucking dead. It's plain and simple. No one likes terrorists. No one likes mass corruption. We don't like that shit. I don't think anyone does. But people keep on insisting on it. That's how you have all these fucking weirdos online talking about communist shit. The Hassan Pikers of the world are just pieces of shit fucking people that should be fucking shunned from the world. You know, they live in America to corrupt Americans, and they always do that shit because Americans are fucking dumb as fuck. We lost our spiritual value, and this is what happens when we sin. We get corrupted by a bunch of Islamic fucking dickheads that want to fucking kill us. Plain and simple. Says it in the Bible. Every time anybody sits there and starts, you know, sinning more, starts falling short of what God wants us to do, guess what happens?
This is why you're good to have around. I mean, on top of being easy to talk to, fun to be with, generous with your time and talents, you know what? I've got to write some stuff down. I'll hit you up when I'm ready to lay it all out.
And yeah. The thing is, people don't realize it. They get fucking mad, like, oh, it's like, no, it's... Here's what it is. If our country wasn't Christian value, just to say, we would not have the spoiledness that we have. So, like we would not have any of the spoiledness that we have now. I'll get you. Anybody says there's no capitalism-based lifestyle has been around for fucking ever. It's just the way it works that people get mad at because they think that, well, that, you know, oh, I can't get rich because the rich take all my money and the taxes. I'm like, what do you mean? There's people that come in this country broke as fuck and they still pay their taxes and they still make fucking money.
Really has the team on edge. I mean, more than usual. If you can help us out, the Outbounders will be in your debt again.
Like it intensively blows my fucking mind that once you learn how our society works, it gets so much fucking easier. He's got all these fucking, you know, fucking retards and that don't understand it, and they just say stuff they don't even get. Like I hear it all the time at work, and from the actual like retards. That the first thing they want to say is like, "Oh, capitalism is terrible," and I said, "Well, why don't you explain it?" They said, "Well, the rich keep all the money in that, and the poor stay poor." And I said, "Why are you poor?" And they can't even explain it. Well, because of the economy. And I said, "No, because you got bad choices, bro." Like being rich is basically stating you're working hard as fuck to make your money now. And you're consistently always trying to make life better for you and for your family and for your neighbors. These people focus on riches, but the thing of it is, they're not focusing how to get rich. They're just saying, I want money. I say, well, okay, well, how are you gonna make money now? Well, I'm gonna do this. Okay, we'll do all that shit.
An echo log. Let me take a listen.
I don't know if I'll do this one or not. I mean, because like even like on my stream and that, I talk to plenty of people. There's this doctor guy that comes on my stream and that. Dude's, I have less money now. I want to do something else and that, so he wants to do something. They do whatever they want to do. But they always obey the simple rule. Despite the fact that people don't want to believe in God, well, that's your own choice.
Heard someone say
And most of society bends the will to overly, like people that just constantly talk about, like, celebrities and that. You got these fucktard celebrities and that. Like, the girl at my job and that, she's just kind of like, she doesn't really care, but when she talks and that about stuff and that, like she said she wanted to go to a concert to see Billie Eilish. I said, why you want to see that fake ass fucking hoe? She's, I don't know if she's a terrible person because I don't know her. I think most people that are celebrities that they just do it for the fucking money. But when they go on social media and they start talking about their bullshit and they try to pull in their audience and talk about the bullshit, people believe it. I said, why do you believe a fucking moron? And they say, well, because they're rich. I say, so you want to believe someone that's rich? Wait a minute, I thought you hated capitalism. Capitalism is literally what you hate, but you want to fall in line with what you think capitalism is to believe the rich over the normal people. I said, I don't think people understand that when you fall in line to that liberal mindset, which is most of Hollywood, which is basically what all people do, is they love celebrities and they don't believe in God, but they want to believe in celebrities and they think that they're God. And that, yeah, that's what's been happening forever. Caesar did it. All these other places did it. They thought they were gods and that. They thought they were the best ever. They're on camera and that. They do everything. They fluff their nose. They fluff their muscles and that. They use CGI. People don't understand. They use all this shit to make themselves look so godly. But the thing of it is, they're not. They're everyday, normal human beings. They have a lot of luxury. So what? I say it like this. What do you do with money? You spend it. How many times do people spend money on stuff that they never need? I'll be like, depending on who you are, the percentages vary. How much money do you spend on stuff that you survive on? According to how much you make. This is where people get financial shit confused. They probably spend the bulk of their money on entertainment and feeling good than they do on food or even bills. Bills they have to pay for, food they have to have because they have to survive. But they never count the entertainment value of their life or what makes them feel good. So every time I talk to anyone like smokes weed, does vapes, they do all these fucking things and they never bitch about how much money they spend on all these fucking things. Weed, vapes, and all this shit and that. They never complain about the stuff that makes them feel good. You know what they bitch about? The economy and food. I said, why are you bitching about food when you're blowing $400, $500 a month on vapes and fucking weed when that could be used for savings or for food? So one of the things that one of the ladies talk about that, and this is really funny that she talked about, she keeps changing her mind. She said it was four of a father, mother, and two siblings, basically two kids. They did a deep dive of these fucking fucktards and talk about how much stuff actually costs if people bought food. And they said it's too expensive, and she counter arguments. I have nothing against this person, but unfortunately she's just dumb. She counter arguments saying that buying fast food and going out is less expensive. I'm like, what are you talking about? Do you not understand? Cooking your own food is going to be less expensive to have someone cook it for you. The more actions it takes to produce that product, it's going to cost more. So it means that if you go to a restaurant, it's more actions because you're not cooking, you're not seasoning, you're not waiting. So you got to pay the fucking tips. You got to pay the fucking taxes on the people there. You got to pay all this stuff and that. And it kind of blew my mind like, dude, I'm like, there's no way that you could be that dumb. Oh, because you believe these fucking people on the news networks. You believe these stupid motherfuckers. Do you not know that these companies pay for these dumb fucks on the news to say, oh, buy more fast food so we can make more money? Like, dude, it's not more cost effective, you stupid dumbass. It's literally less. I tell like if you buy, I look at the stuff that we get from our truck. 25 pounds of rice. How much you think that is? Probably like $25 to $28. That's 25 pounds of rice. Each rice bag lasts us for like at least 4 or 5 days, and we're fucking business. And we feed hundreds of people. And probably 50% of them are using fucking rice. I said, so if you go up to Sam's and you buy 25 pounds of fucking rice, you take it home. You make rice with your meal, say like dinner time and that, and whatever you need. It's food. Number one, we're so damn picky on it. Like I just had eggs, olive oil, and fucking some pork sausage. I cooked it up and I just ate in that. And I'm trying to figure out, I'm like, dude, okay, so just for that meal, it was a fucking gigantic meal. Probably barely it cost me like maybe like $5. And the meal was it was legitimately big. I'm full. That's what it is. It costs you barely $5 to make a meal. That's can possibly feed two normal sized people. Just to say, just because I'm fat and big, no. No, I'm a guy that lifts weights, so I got a little more mass on me, so I have to eat a little bit more. Guess what? It was 4 eggs and probably like 4 ounces of pork sausage. I added my pepper, added my garlic, I added my salt, and I put a little bit of ginger in there because we got ginger now. I'm trying to use a little bit more of that stuff. Perfectly great meal. And I sprinkled probably about like 3 ounces, probably like 2 ounces of cheese on it. Maybe like 1.5. And then I did put pepperonis on it. Eat with that. That's barely like $7. $7. That's how the shit was back in early 2000s. It was like $7 for a meal. And the thing of it is, like, people don't consciously like really want to look at financial stuff. Actually look at it. Okay. To sum it all up, what is minimum wage? Minimum wage is the minimum way of living. People say, well, stuff goes up and that we got to pay all this money. And I go, okay, that's why it's minimum wage. It's the bare minimum of living. So in our society, that's what you get when you're bare minimum living. So more or less likely, if you don't blow all your money on really retarded fucking shit, there's probably a huge chance you can live on your own with that money. That's why, you start off at minimum wage when you're a teenager and then you work your way up to making a little bit more money. That's why you work your way up to management or work your way up to a higher position in the place that you're working at, management, whatever it is. Basically just said the same thing twice. And then you get paid more. And the biggest thing is like, well, I don't want more responsibilities. I just want to get paid more. I say, what the fuck do you mean you don't want more responsibilities? When you get paid more, you get more responsibilities. Like for me in that, so if I become a lead where I'm at now, I'm going to ask for probably $18 an hour. I was talking about it in that. I said, I'm probably going to wait a little bit next. I've been here for going on a year now. I've been a whole year at this place. And I'm just like, okay, we're going, you guys are hiring like anybody and everybody. And a lot of these people you're hiring at, they're just like, we don't keep them because they don't need the job. Like they flunked around because they don't actually want fucking money. They just want to sit there and work there for a little bit because they have someone that have a safety net. I said, well, yeah. When you're not paying fucking bills and that, and you're not trying to do things that you're gonna have a safety net, or if you're working with a bunch of people, if you're living with people, and that you're gonna have a safety net. Or like the famous thing of having a bunch of kids, a bunch of random dudes, you live a safety net life of the government. You live off child support, you live off child support, from the government and from the guy that plowed your ass in. And you see all this shit. They live off food stamps. And I can't survive. And I'm like, stop buying stupid shit then. Like, dude, the food stamps are good for people that don't have a fucking job. Food stamps are good for people, like, that are trying to work between jobs. Like, you guys are enabling such stupid, ironically fucking retarded shit. You don't want to work. You want to live off everybody else. Well, just like our Lord Savior Jesus Christ says, if you don't work, you don't get fed. If you're able to work, you should work. Because the more people that we have working in our economy, the more the economy balances out because people are spending money that are not fucking being taxed. See, they're spending food stamps and welfare motherfuckers are spending tax money, which is putting us more in debt because they're not fundamentally trying to make the private industry money. See, our government works in many different ways. We have private industry money, we have our government money, which is our state money and our taxes there. The financial freedom market industry, all the big corporate guys that pay all of us to work for them so we can have a fucking life, people bitch about them. I said, they don't have to hire us. Some people are very charitable. They're like, oh yeah, I don't want my employees to feel like shit. We support. They have numbers on who they hire and that. Like people from McDonald's, they probably hire like hundreds of thousands of fucking people. Even with the job I'm at, they probably hire the same amount. Hundreds of thousands of people throughout the whole entire country. And not all of them laugh. Happens that they get raises and that. They're not forced into poverty because they don't need to be in poverty. They say, well, okay, we'll give you more money if you make more money for us. That's capitalism. If you make more money for their company, they're going to give you more money. People say, well, no, they don't. That's why they give you raises. They're forced to give you raises. Literally, every 6 months, they're forced to give you some type of raise. They don't have to. They're forced to. Because of labor laws and that. So it's like it all works together. That's why when people voted in the $15 an hour fucking thing, that literally made our economy jump up super fucking high with money and that. Everybody else went up. All the union workers get paid like 60, 65 bucks an hour now, which is gigantic fucking amount of money. Like the bulk of those people don't really fucking work half the time. Gotta sit on their asses and wait for shit to happen. I know specifically because they talk about it. I talked to an old electrician boy about it. He's like, yeah, it's a job, dude. Maybe we sit there for like 3 or 4 hours and then we wait for material. He's like, we get paid. Hey, so you get paid like 50 something bucks an hour to sit on your fucking ass, really? For half your day, basically, you don't do shit. Oh, but when it comes time to working that we work. I'm like, yeah, it's everybody else. You sit on your phone that they like fuck around, like look up shit, and that's so stupid. I think the hardest job is the one that doesn't pay you for the work that you actually want to do. Sometimes it is hard. If you're a hardworking person like myself, you always see someone that's a dragger. Because they have to pay them close to the same amount as you. They drag their feet a lot. Call them scapegoats. They always want a brown nose scapegoat, run away, take 5 hours to do trash and shit. Probably not that long, but they take like actually like 10 minutes to do trash. They have a mindset that's like, I could take so much time. Well, I can always apologize, if something happens. I'm like, oh no, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to take 20 minutes to do trash. Yeah, one trash can. Well, yeah, but and all the excuses pop up. Yeah. That's how it goes. Them are the people you should always watch out for. The excusers. The ones who always have excuses for everything. Hey, Mom. Watch. Well, it wasn't for the pain and that. He wanted me to And Angela is trying to figure out some stuff about what she. You know what's so funny is I'm learning this a lot lately, being older now. That I don't know what it is. I think a lot of people understand being a grown up is not just working and doing that type of shit. And I think honestly being a grown up is just you have your responsibilities you have to do, but you also have your fun way of doing like your fun, and you have your responsibilities of like being like, okay, I gotta pay my bills and I gotta do stuff for that. But if you don't go through that kind of cycle and you're too comfortable with your life, what's this? Oh, it's a King Gallon thing. Ricochets everybody. Yeah, that's okay. Alright, never got one. I think a lot of people find nowadays don't want life to be difficult. Like, there's no point of life being hard. I gotta notice that, like, when life gets too fucking easy to that, people themselves don't want it hard. They get lazy, they get complacent. And that's when they fun to like complain a lot. Like the way I think about it when I go to work and that, I know I'm gonna have to do a bunch of stupid shit. I know a lot of it's gonna be kind of a pain in the ass. I know a lot of it's gonna be absolutely fucking kind of pointless sometimes. Yeah, I kind of figure out all these certain things that I already know it's gonna be like this. I kind of go from that perspective where yeah, it's just gonna be like this. I don't have to really fucking fundamentally care about it because it is what it is. But I always say a lot of other people now, they don't want to look at it from that perspective. And I completely get it, it's a childlike thing for, potentially a lot of people to look at. It's like, oh, well, this and this, and like, yeah, you're being a child. That's what children do, and they don't want to do things.
Your luck better not rub off on me.
You're a proper legend, Vault Hunter. Don't be getting a big head over it, mind you. I'm only saying thanks, is all.
It's like the atmosphere of, why culture constantly changes and that, depending on what, people say that. It's like every time you have celebrities come out, I throw a Billie Irish, whatever the fuck her name is. This person's a fucking retard. Like, she says stuff that's literally stupid as fucking everybody always says, you are a fucking, you're a dancing monkey. You're meant for entertainment. Don't put your political bullshit into into your entertainment, because no one gives a fuck. Your main job is to make fucking money. You clap your hands and you fucking dance. You are a fucking servant to the populace. Yes, you might have more money than people think. Yeah, because people believe in your garbage fucking songs and shit. They put their emotions into it. But it doesn't mean that you have to be fucking talking about your life and thinking people should obey you because of money. And that's what we do. As I said, if I won the lottery now, Say I won the biggest lottery in history, whatever, like $1 billion, whatever it is. It's outrageous. Even $100 million would be outrageous. I don't know, or say like if I won, say if I got 10 million, which would be a very very small amount. Guys, what happened? My whole entire life would change. No, my whole life wouldn't change. I wouldn't personally change, but guess what would change? The people around me would change. The people that, never liked me start loving me more. And the people that always fucking liked me and that, would sit there and, one or two things will happen that they'll give in and be like, oh, they'll start asking for money and shit. And this is how people always are. Now, one of the guys I talk to, not I work with now, he's kind of like that. He's got a kind heart in that. He understands, because he used to be homeless and stuff like that. So I give him respect with that. But he's such a beggar. I'm like, dude, you can just work for your money now. You never have this problem. Like, you're constantly using, money from other people now. And, like, you intensively now, like, oh, well, the reason why this... I said, dude, the reason why your life fucking sucks so much dick is because of what? It's because you never made your own stuff. I like when you rely on everybody else's stuff to do things, and that's the thing. You worry about everybody else's shit. You're not worried about yourself. You're worried about what everybody else is doing, and this is where you get that fundamental like, oh shit.
Now? You're right, baby!
If I worried about myself instead of being, the people pleaser, essentially, what we call cocksuckers, brown nosers, whatever words you want to use. Yeah, they say that they worship people because they know they have more than me, so if I suck their fucking dick, basically, then that'll be okay. Because then they'll give me stuff. But when they don't give me stuff, because I cry and bitch and moan like a bitch, guess what happens? They start hating on you. They start to want to destroy your life, and the first thing they do is they attack how much money you have. They're like, oh, you have all this money, you should be giving. It's like, well, I'm not going to give it to worthless people that don't want to do anything. You choose the lifestyle you have. It's like, I gave you a bonus in knowledge to work for your money, and you insist on sitting there and taking my hand and smacking it every single time. But as a great, person that you sit there and you try to be like, okay, well, I'll give you this chance, I'll give you that chance now. And everybody else gets mad because they're the ones that are working their asses off. But you keep on insisting on giving this stupid fuck a chance. And it goes down to what Jesus said, with the black sheep. There's one sheep that's missing on 99 sheep, or on 100 sheep. You always have these parables in that. It's saying, if you can turn one person that is a sinner into a non-sinner, to someone that is, remotely not a fucking retard, that understands it, you would have the abundance of blessings in life. Because that's the whole point. When you do something that's dramatically fucking difficult, and you try to, push it in this way, trying to understand, trying to, sit there and be like, yeah, I changed this person's life. That's a good thing. Then you should change the person's life. Because that one person's life could change another person's life.
I am not the one in danger.
Because I had a guy that came into this place that was and the one guy is, talking about like how he's really fat now. He's like, he's talking to me about losing weight.
You will die,
it's like, I'm trying to do the same thing too, man. I'm dropping weight here and there and whatever it is, And
Moving in! Anybody with me?
and he was sitting there talking about, he's like, how much you think you weigh? He's like, you say you used to weigh like 380 and that. I'm like, okay, like, he's like, I'm slowly reducing it down and that, you know, I'm trying not to eat as much and that. I'm like, well, the biggest thing is go to cardiovascular heart rate. Like, you can lose calories, yes, but the thing is, the fundamental thing is that people don't understand is if your heart rate's not getting up to a peak point, then you're never gonna fucking actually lose a lot of weight. Because like when your body goes into I guess a fat thermal state, when your thermolytics are really high in that, or your thermal like your heart rate's high, you start to sweat, and that's when you actually start to drop actual fat. Because you're pushing your body's glycogen level to the point where you're using a lot of stuff and that the heart rate gets up and starts pumping all the other hormones in the heart rate. Your body gets triggered. That's why people that run a lot, their heart rates are always at like 150 to 160 and that. Yeah, those people now, they have very clean blood flow. Their blood flow is very clean because their heart rate can be consistent for that much, and their muscles get warmer, their tendons get warmer now. They become actually more stronger now. You know, they can be able to sit there and do stuff for long periods of time without, you know, fatiguing too much.
That has just made things more fun!
That's one of the fundamental things that's really difficult for a lot of people to understand is that you have to keep your heart rate up. Your heart rate has to stay consistent. And the more you keep your heart rate consistent, the more like you burn off fat. And you burn it off really quickly though. It's not like it's something that's really small. You burn off it really quickly. So a lot of people think it takes all this time and that. It does, you know, in the long run. Man, if you're fucking like 60-70% overweight, of course it's gonna take, you know, years for you to fucking finally lose it. You know, people have a huge like fat problem that like, let's say a guy like me and that I shouldn't be like 28% body fat like I am now. I do way too much work. I'm always like walking that. I walk, you know, like multiple miles a day. I always get at least 10 to 15,000 steps in a day. And then I'm very active at work. You know, I run around that. We always say, you know, why people grow stuff like fat now. Well, it's the stuff that we eat. We eat too much of it. Everything's such a big bulk. You know, and when we do dump calories into our body now, instead of eating like 300 or 400 calories, we eat like fucking like 1,500 calories. And we compact our stuff. You know, because a lot of it's just carbs and sugars and shit that we compact. Like if we ate that much protein, if we ate 1,000 grams of, if we ate 1,000 calories in protein in one sitting, we couldn't do it. There'd be no fucking possibility. There'd be no possibility. It'd be way too much. You gotta think about it, you know. It's like I don't know, I can't remember the fucking metrics of that. You know, it's every like 5 grams of protein is like, each one of them's like 4 calories or something like that. So it's 20 calories for every 5 little grams of protein. You know, or something like that. I can't remember what the calorie count is of that bullshit. It's how much calories in a protein? 4 calories per 1 gram. Okay, so I'll try it. So 4 calories per 1 gram, so every 5 grams of protein is 20 calories. So say if you eat 100 grams of protein, that's only 400 calories. 400 calories for 100 grams of protein. So if you ate your daily worth in protein, say if I ate my body mass in protein, that'd be 200 like say 20 something calories, 200 something grams of protein. You should do 4 times that. It'll be like barely like 900 calories. 900 calories. That's basically what I ate. I mean, I had cheese and stuff like that, but like cheese is just fat, and fat is the main dose of calories. The thing is with carbs, when it comes down to carbs, especially sugars and that, they're good for like energy, right? Like if you eat anything that has sugar in it, like just normal cane sugar, it spikes your blood and it actually activates your heart rate, makes your heart rate jump up a little bit because your energy flowing is gonna be quicker. Gives you calories up front, and your brain actually gets into like. But if you drink like soda and shit, like I try to drink like a little bit of like this Sprite because that's a cleaner soda. But the thing of it is, like the energy flow sucks ass. But the funny thing is, when I drink a lot of high cane sugar, like just normal cane sugar, because that's not cane sugar, that's corn syrup. But when I drink like a really sugary tea that has actual cane sugar, like I drink a Gold Peak, Gold Peak. I drink the really high end sugar ones. My God, my brain fucking explodes with like so much energy, and my nervous system works better now. So I'm thinking like, okay, well, cane sugar works really fucking good. Like for some reason, cane sugar is the best thing. It works so fucking good. It's so nice. I actually feel fucking energetic. Like right now, I'm feeling pretty balanced in that. It's not like a big ass peak, but like that cane sugar stuff and that, my God, is shit goes straight through the roof. But yeah, shit's crazy though. It's crazy how like cane sugar works so much better than like that corn syrup. Corn syrup actually like doesn't make you gain energy for some reason. I don't know what it is. Like it just doesn't work. It feels weird though. Cause like I'll be sitting there and I'll be if I like sometimes like to eat like sweets and that I'll do like sweet tarts and that and like I do the non like red fives and that because now they're starting to get rid of all the fucking colors and dyes and shit. Their stuff still tastes the same. They still look as pretty. Fill ourselves with poison just to look fucking pretty is fucking hilarious. Well, I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna go up to QT actually right now. Maybe the BP has it. I don't know yet. I have to go to the BP and go find out because they might have it too. If not, we're going on a little morning walk. I'm gonna grab some stuff. I don't know. My dad's we're supposed to be doing stuff today, but I don't know what the fuck we're doing. So I'm gonna go up there. And we are going to see. Yeah, it's good to get a little walk in because I need to walk a little bit more. I hope it's not super wet outside. It's been gotta get some fresh air. But I've noticed the only reason why a lot of people do stay at certain fatness is because they think they have to eat more because they're bigger. And on the contrary, you kind of have to a little bit because your muscles hold all that fucking weight. And all I have to say is, no, when I see like really fat people in that, it's just the sort of lifestyle that they have. Normally, if they're too nice and they're not masculine and kind of an asshole, kind of like, get into that perspective where they're not going to be as aggressive, and being aggressive is not the best thing to do, but it's a normalcy to be, because anger or just being more aggressive, like what you do in that, is going to throw down more energy. So we see the jock of that, they're always assholes and that. Yeah, they get all the bitches they'll do. All the bitches flock to them because they're hot. Oh my god. But then the
I
dorky
should turn
person
my
never gets
intrusive
shit
thoughts firewall off. Keep
because
people
dorky
on their
person's a
toes.
dork. He ain't gonna get nothing. He'd be like, oh man, I play D&D and that guy's getting all the pussy and that. He's all sitting there laughing. And the dorky guy gets like to the point, he's like, well, I'm gonna start making a lot of money in that, then I'm gonna get him. Yeah, don't be like that. Don't focus on like. I get it back then. Like, the best thing in the world to do is get like a super attractive girl that's gonna like have sex with you and stuff like that, have a life with you. But don't throw down too hard. I know a lot of kids are fundamentally about that. We call them pussy chasers. You know, I think a lot of men are like that to a certain extent. They're pussy chasing. You know, they do one or two things. They simp or they mask. You know, and the simps are more like feminine based. They're more emotional based. They don't get women that much, if not at all. Like, they'll get teased a lot. And that's what I talk about with a lot of men. That's like, you need to be masked. Not to be a dickhead. You need to worry about, you know, getting stronger in that and making more money in that. Because surprisingly, lifting heavy stuff in front of a woman makes them fucking get more excited about you. I'm not even joking. When you're sitting there and you got bigger muscles than that, and you get like that certain eye staring at, like you're just like, I'm not interested, that makes them like you even more. And then when you finally actually do kind of semi-express yourself, then they drive that shit home real fucking hard. What I say is, like the other day in that, I talked to one of the crazy sisters, the older one. So paranoid, but you know, whatever. You know, we had a guy come in from it was like a passive person that he came in. He was very like, he was very nice, but he was very like flirtatious towards her and that. And I could see why. She's actually rather hot, you know. I mean, she's got a tremendously nice body, and that, you know, I give her props, you know, for a woman, especially for a woman, you know, she's close to my age, and I know she keeps herself pretty good in that, you know, for the most part. I mean, obviously, how she does it obviously is different, you know, than most, but whatever. She's always been like this. And so I brought it up, and that's like, oh dang, it looks like someone's getting another boyfriend now. And she's like, oh my god, ew. It was actually kind of a hilarious moment because the dude was trying really hard. He's like, I got a mustache and shit. The dude, he kind of looked like one of the dudes that got handpicked that job, and he's like used to be one of those dorky simps when he was in high school, and he still kind of is, but he has a good job in that, so he makes decent money in that. And he was cool in that, but his vibe was just so like sympathetic, which is it's kind of nice to a certain extent. You know, sympathetic's not always bad, but I don't know. It just got kind of like a little bit of a pussy vibe to me. Because like the other guy came in, he'd do his job in that, and he never talked that much. He'd say hi in that, but he'd do his job in that, and then you just fucking leave. And the other guy came in, he's super talkative. He's like, hey, it's like, and the thing is, he repeated himself multiple times towards her. And I was laughing, like, dude, that dude's fucking completely just hitting on you. And she's trying to deny it. It's like, no, he wasn't. Like, girl, I guess you don't know that when men ferociously talk to you and they repeat themselves multiple times towards you, means they're attracted to you. And there's something about you that attracts them, and that's why they kind of like stutter and shit, stuff like that. It's just how it is. And it could be just because the person's just inexperienced. Sometimes when people see like skinny petite women, well, skinny petite women always look good, you know, especially if they got good portions on them, you know. If they have if they have the, balanced portion of ass and titties and that, yeah, you're going to be looked at a lot. You're going to be, fawned over. It's just how it is. Men always do that. It's just how men are. Some of them do it differently. I do differently because, well, I already know. I don't care. Like, it doesn't bother me that I look at, oh, you look good. But that's the masculine side. The feminine side of a man's always trying to coerce them with talking and with, like, constantly giving them the celebration of attraction and that. They're like, oh, well, you're so beautiful. And they'll say like every like 5 fucking minutes. It gets boring. And then the guy's like, well, why don't you like me in that? It's like, well, it's because you're boring. You don't do nothing. You
Last night,
praise me
I
without
had the
trying to do.
strangest
I'm asking, man.
dream.
They'll
It was
praise.
about robot creeps. I wonder what it means.
Like, oh, yeah. But anyway, so I had that sad stuff and that. I say, you know what? Because you got brought, I kind of forced her to bring up, you know, it's like, oh, no, like this, she's not attractive. It's like, I was like, well, I mean, a lot of guys probably think you're attractive. That's probably why they hit on you, you know, flirt with you. And I said, that's what I do. And as soon as I said, that's what I do, like her mind kind of changed over. And I thought it was kind of funny because her vibe changed completely. She got, I announced that I'm actually am hitting on her and I'm actually in front with her. But I also said, as I said, you know, it's like I have my boundaries. I don't like going too far because, you know, if you have a relationship going on, there's only so much you can do. I'm not going to do over the boundary now, like just simple flirtatious stuff like smiling at you or, you know, talking nice to you, not just the basics of what actually people do in general. But it's in a flirtatious act because I know I'm attracted to you. It's going to show. I'm going to vibe. I'm going to hormone up when I'm next to you, man. I'm going to get more hyperactive energy. I'm going to want to be closer to you in general. That's what attraction actually is. And that's what people tend to do. But you put up a boundary between you because the person has a relationship. And as an honorable man, I don't want to push past the relationship. Even if she pushes past it, I'll tell her not to do it. And of course, a lot of people will say, oh, no, you wouldn't do that because I heard that shit too. Other girls, like, oh, she attracts to you. You just let her do it because that's how all men are. Like, being surprised in that, there's a lot of men out there that don't give in to sexual lust like others do. Some guys give into sexual lust very heavily because that's what they always aim for. They aim for getting laid. But a guy like me, that's, you know, try to be fundamentally not a fucking retard out there. I don't aim for that. Would I enjoy something like that? I mean, yeah, to a certain extent. But see, I wouldn't want it to be just a fling. I want it to be an everlasting love. I want something to be cherished for the rest of my life, not just for that brief fucking moment. And kind of when I get into that kind of lifestyle and that, I always want to sit there and you know, and kind of tell people that, you know, it's not a lifestyle you should have. You shouldn't be a player lifestyle. You shouldn't give in to the masses of being a fucking dumb fuck. You shouldn't. Because to me now, all you're doing is fundamentally hurting yourself. You destroy yourself every single day when you try to do these type of things that potentially never fucking work out. Like, I know guys, you know, for instance, there was this one guy that was, you know, friends with one of my coworkers and that from back then. Dude was, you know, unrealistically attractive. You know, he was very built. He had a six-pack there. He was fucking lean as fuck in that. He had one of those, you know, pretty boy faces and that. Dude could not get a girl to save his life. He was to the girl and that, she was like, oh, he's so attractive and that. Literally could not get a girl. The dude was a lover like me. He wanted to fall in love, and so the girl just wanted to have sex with him, and that's all they did. And he tried to like fall in love with her, and she rejected it. He got mad at her. I said, yeah. I said, it doesn't matter how hot you are. It doesn't matter how much money you have. It doesn't matter about this. But love is something that a person just has, you know, because they believe in just being with someone, you know. But when people harden their hearts, which occasionally people do, they don't see the love. They fight against it. They fight against that heartwarming embracement because they think it doesn't exist. And that lady, that, you know, unfortunately, is the lady that, you know, I have a heart for because, you know, we hung out so much that we kind of have a falling in love kind of effect. We're not in love, but we're falling for each other at that time. And this is like a year and a half ago, so occasionally it's not really, it's still there, but you know how feelings work and that they kind of drift off a little bit the more time you spend away from a person. And like, I always find it kind of funny that, you know, how it actually works. Yeah, I watched The Matrix again. Keanu Reeves. I watched it the other day. I always like to watch the older ones from back then and see how good they are. They're just better. Better acting, better choreography and shit. Well, anyway, so I ended up seeing that chick from Zips, and I've been trying to like slowly like see if there's something still there. So I go up to her work and that. And the other day and that I went up there and that. And the only reason why I'm doing this is because my dad went up there and he was just like, "Oh, she says that she missed talking to you and that." I'm like, "Okay, well, miss talking to me is just the first thing, you know." It's like, you know, I see that, but I'm not gonna be that kind of person. I was like, I don't want to just have a talking relationship with you. I just rather just be with you. I was like, I don't know why people can't just understand that. Like, I get women to a certain extent, especially nowadays. They back then dating older man was more prompt because older men were more experienced and they have more luxury to protect because they're stronger. They're just better off. They're not little children or teenage boys or young adult teenage boys, whatever the fuck you want to call them. Nowadays I start to see this kind of change of reality now. I start seeing like younger women try to be cougars. They try to be old lady cougars when they're fucking like 20, and I see this. They want to dominate men. And it's like you're not dominating men. So the only reason why these old hag bitches become cougars that because they're not in love with anything. They want to perceive this competition of thinking that they're still hot. I can still get guys, so they get their boobs fucking done. They get their butts done. I see them every now and again. They'll walk around thinking they're the hottest fucking thing in the world. They'll get their boobs perky and that. Not this change the subject around that. Not I'm talking about the cougar thing. I remember this one lady came in the gym and that cougar, fat perky titties. Tits are done. Her butt's all fat and that. She came in and she came in with her daughter, and her daughter was average. She had fat little boobs on her neck. She was pretty nice. But her mom came in fully stacked, titties out, everything was poking out. She was trying her hardest to get as much attention on her whatsoever. Get all the attention on her. She wanted everybody to look at her boobs, her butt, and that. She wants to sit there and act like she dominated, like I dominated, like it's like fucking babe watch and shit. I'm like, this is the common sense thing. Woman, if a man looks at you, doesn't mean you dominate them, okay? Domination doesn't come with just the fucking looks. That don't mean shit. What happens is men look at you because they see something that they enjoy. That's it. Some men might be financially or like not financially, but like hormonally off the charts, and that when they see something like a big old rack or something, well, of course, and that's what you want to dominate. It's like you would want to dominate all the twat waffles, the guys that like sit there and like they're not men, and I find it kind of hilarious in that. I'm just like, yeah. So you should be married with a fucking husband, bitch. You're 50. You're 40. Why are you not married? You were already married, probably twice, and you keep on fundamentally fucking shit up. Don't I need to get a fucking haircut? Sure is a nice day outside. It's sunny. But anyway,
Hard to believe this place was
and
ever
every time I
more
see
than
some
a
stuff, I can
wasteland.
just tell how lonely they are. Because I remember this one lady came out to me at Zip. They kind of repeat the same stories now, but they kind of have a point to it. This one old lady came up to that. Fuck, she's probably almost my mom's age. She's like 60 something. And she came out to me and like tried her hardest to like flirt with me and shit. It's kind of funny that. Hold on. anyway, so this old lady came around. She came around multiple times. And she had an attraction towards me. She was like very like nice to me, super flirtatious towards me to a certain extent. I was just sitting there like, okay, she kept giving me like really heavy tips. Like she gave me like basically she always gave me like a $20 tip in that. Not all the time that she came around that, but she gave it to me enough for me to notice. So I was sitting there, I'm like, okay, she's being nice and that. And like she was sitting there, one of the days she came in really fucking late, like almost towards close. I think she did it on purpose because she knew I was the only one working there. And so like I was guiding her in, and then she kind of stopped and she started talking to me and that. And I'm not gonna lie, like she was like Lady D thick. Yeah, Lady D from Resident Evil Village thick. She was kind of tall, like probably like 5'10" or something, around my height than that. Enormous fucking titties. Like she had, like it's because how tall she was and that. Her boobs were just so fucking enormous, and she had a big, huge butt on her. And like she literally looked like Lady D, but not 8 foot tall. But she had that kind of like framework. And her face was average, She was just an old lady and blah blah blah. And as soon as she started talking that, and she knew I was looking at her boobs and that, because they're fucking enormous. There's no way you can't look at, triple D E cup fucking tits, especially on a woman that looks good on. And you're sitting there like, okay, you know what? That's very attractive and that, blah blah blah. What does my puppy want? What do you guys want? Come on. Come on. Up. Come here. Go lay down. Up. Lay down. Look at my puppies on my bed. They want to go lay down. Hi, big babies. Here's your big old coochie woochie puppies. Yes, you are. You ain't big old cry about there, Ruby puppy. Hey, babies. What? Go lay down. But, but anyway, with that, she was talking to me about all this stuff and that, and just we were having just generalized conversation. And I was just like, oh, and she said something. He's like, oh, it's like you're kind of, I guess you're a country girl and that. She's like, oh yeah, I'm a country girl and that. And immediately, as soon as I said something like that, because she looked like a country girl and that. She knew what I was talking about because she had gigantic fucking milk udders. And like, she go, oh yeah, I'm a country girl and I'll never wear panties or never wear a bra. I'm just looking at her like, ah, yeah, I see what you're doing there, honey. I'm like, oh yeah, it's like, yeah, I guess that's what it's like, yeah. So I'm not afraid to pee in the woods and shit like that. Like she was kind of like informative, like when I said that, and I like understood. I'm like, oh yeah. I don't blame, Sit there, you gotta take a squat, and go fucking pee, whatever it is. Nature intends us to do it like that, It's just how it is. And like she was trying to like, and she told me that she's like, oh yeah. As soon as any woman tells you, especially when a woman ever says, oh yeah, my husband died a little while ago on that, or they're divorced, and they tell you that as a man, they're itching for that. They're wanting that attention. Mostly they probably want dick because most women that are at that age and they don't have a man, not saying all, but most, they tend to want a younger, stronger man to be with them. And the thing of it is, the only thing these women only have to offer is only a good meal and a lot of fucking sex. They want to fuck all the damn time. Despite that, they're older than that. But a lot of older women in that, especially in their 50s and 60s, they're very stacked. Like if they work out a lot, they keep a lot of muscle tone on them, and they fuck like rabbits. Like, oh, I already had, they say, well, I already have menopause. For some reason, they're still horny now. It's not even because of horniness. Like they'll probably get off on that, but like they don't care. It's like, oh, you can just bang me all you want, and just fucking blow all your cream in me, and that's what they do. And this is the fundamental thing in that, not to try to be all perverted in that. This is actually how it actually works for some of these older ladies, and I kind of go through this stuff. Even ones in their 30s and 40s and that, they all do the same thing. If they're not married before they're like 20 fucking 5, all women go down this road. All women go down this road of complete denial, cats. They sit there, they struggle with life a little bit. And if they don't fuck a shit ton of dudes, they still have a chance of finding someone. Now, not to say, that they've been married and they divorced. No. It's just people just don't get married because life's busy and that. Their life is more worried about, financial struggles and safety and stuff like that, because whatever it might be. Some women get married in their 30s and 40s and that they do. But not all of them do. And not all of them should. Say, my ex, for instance. The only way that this woman would ever probably get married again, because she wanted to try to marry me, and I should kind of talk about that, is if she changed her heart. If she stopped being the devilish woman that she is. If she was more traditional and actually wanted to be that woman that she should have always been, then she would never have been divorced in the first place. And this is the trigger point of it. When people themselves rely on anything else but love in a relationship, which is complete harmony, you trust them 100%, you're not trying to fundamentally fuck each other over that. What you do, puppy? Go on! Are you looking for mommy? Mommy's on it. She'll be back. Silly puppy. Like, every time I kind of see this, like, I see the same repeat with a lot of women, especially nowadays. This shit's fundamentally kind of like, wow. I can't believe it's like this. Hey, you doing, Ruby? Well, they're going down. You're okay. Go back over the bed. Come on. Come here. I know it's getting a little warmer. Let me turn on my fan. What are you doing? You looking for mommy outside? Leave my door open. I know I would turn on my window or open up my window, but the sun's blazing at my window. Got a sunburst at the back of my house, or back of my room, and that airflow is really nice. Kind of sucks all the cold air out. Surprised the PlayStation 5 gets really fucking hot. And if I leave the PlayStation on for like a couple hours, the temperature of my room jumps up by like 10 to 15 degrees. And it's ferociously ridiculous. Like, I have to have, like, to me, I don't have a way of getting air out of my room unless I open up the garage door or open up my other door and that. Which I kids don't like to open up the garage door because, unfortunately there's, bugs and shit that tend to get in that. So I have to open up my back door, which is more secure. To get all that heat to blow out of my fucking door. What are you guys doing? What are you doing? My dogs are playing like a peekaboo. They're sticking their little head through the thing. What are you looking at? The little doggy door that we have. Anyway. Okay. Next, let's go see what we can go through. I really do need to find this one. There's a hunter hiding somewhere in this area. Bulky. It says it's over here somewhere. Yeah,
A little something for everyone.
It's probably something.
Those things would not be good boys at all.
Tja.
That'll make sense. There it is. Cool.
The excitement is starting to kick in.
That's a cool ass place to live. I like that. Okay. Got that little key part. You go here and grab this one. Yeah, I'm gonna go inside this place to go grab shit. Oh, I got a new thing out now. Ooh, got a new wild card. Look at the map we're at. Okay, so it's gonna be super close to me. Hope I picked the right one. Huh, I got that one. Oh, I guess I can't do it again. What the fuck is this? Oh, sorry about that. Ooh, got seasons. Oh, man. I guess I'll go over here and figure out what the fuck's where. Ah, cave entrance. I guess we're going to explore, guys. But yeah. Well, I was talking about that. Yeah, it's a fundamental thing that I start to see more and more. Ooh, this looks...
No bother calling a medic. See something new every day.
What are you doing, Ruby? Nice little oasis. This would be a nice little oasis place to stay in.
A little something for everyone.
Looks like the boss battle. Yep.
That is the last of the sealed mines. You've now delved as deep into the mountain as any augur can claim. You are a credit to kin and clave, Wellspring.
Cool. Kill him how much time?
Double the element, double the pain.
This one's actually got a smaller area. Nice.
Ah!
SMG damage and elemental damage, which is good for what I have for my guns. Everything's elemental. I'm gonna check it out then. Because I have this one equipped now, which gives me a lot of gun damage. Gonna check out what it gives me. Gives me Unleash. Increases fire shoot for gun and that, which is kind of nice. Whenever he cast attacks, reload speed and gun, his gun. Yeah. That's pretty good. And this one is reload speed. So it gives me all that stuff. I mean, all these are fundamentally good. That Unleash is actually really good. And SMG is what I use a lot of, so. Yeah, it gives me this. It gives me 28%. It gives me this, which is not good for that. What else it gives me? It gives me this. 5 stacks. We'll see. I'll use SMGs. Might as well make them the strongest guns I got. They basically are the powerhouse guns. Yeah, just because of the perks. It's 38,000 over 20 seconds. Nah. I never have to heal that much unless I have life drain. They don't point healing. I guess during boss fights that might be good. See what kind of gun he gets. Come on, Zoe. Yeah. Is he home yet? Now I don't know if he probably have to go to the condo or not.
Let us shuffle up and try again. Woof!
Go by mama. Oh, Dad?
Yeah, I go, you can't wait till he takes a sleep in and say, okay, let's go. You gotta do it when he's awake.
Come here. What are you doing? Hey, baby, Joey, move your big ol' ass out of the way. Why don't you guys go by the mama? Go get the mommy. What are you doing? It's so cool outside. It feels so good outside, doesn't it, puppies? You get muddy again. Hey, babies. What are you guys doing? Go on, go get her. Go get the mommy. Go get her. Keep calling her, Mom. Where'd we go? She's like just sitting there waiting for you to come back. Oh man, what a day. Oh man. Okay. Sorry about that. Grind away. Dueling pistol. 100% damage when you swap to it. I guess that's the gun that he gives me. I guess if you give it right now, I am. I can switch to. I get 100% more damage, but. Okay. Ah. Oh man.
So that is what bad luck looks like.
I still wish I could like formulate my shelters and that, and formulate guns. I give these guys legendary guns and shit, so they can use them and kill people with them and that. Like they won't get skills like me, but they'll be able to sit there and like just
What
damage
a
in
list!
general.
Positively riddled. Guess I flipped the pot. You will wake up the nervous system.
And that's when even I hit them with the missiles, it still refills my gun too.
You hungry? I sure am. Suck the teeth, dog.
That really wore you down.
You think I'm bad now? You're right. No sympathy. No mercy. Only
You think I'm dead now?
nothing. The world will wake up again.
I got these random chests everywhere.
I'm like a beautiful butterfly.
I'm like a beautiful butterfly.
Better me than man too much. He'd teach you as a pet.
It's the head honcho.
I'd have done the same thing. Tell folks I died all crazy. I knew this is how I'd go. Man, this week, huh?
So, you are on top.
You must not know how we feel about it. What are you doing?
Oh man. Oh man. It's almost 12 o'clock. Oh shit, dude. Oh my gosh, she's actually starting to like talk to me. Nah, it's just I never noticed this girl would actually talk to me now from working out. It's kind of nice though. So that you need to go to the gym do one of their thermal massagers and shit. Shit is really nice. Where is the most convenient spot for this to be at? Probably inside something.
Gathering the
This guy does give me a really good underbarrel assault rifle weapon. I just don't think it'd be over there.
Give me everything you have!
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get that up to 50. It's gonna take a little bit, but it's something to look forward to. And I'm gonna probably work on my life, get my life up really high. Just get a little more. Okay, where do I think this could be at then? Let's get the map.
Begin!
Bashor, who wet my reed?
Who want emotional support?
No, 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 no. Just let me touch them. Let me take it. May I borrow some sugar? I hate in the groove.
Too much energy for that!
Someone touch me!
Fuck.
Coming through! A little something for everyone!
That missile thing is amazing. Would it be on top of this then?
Thank you for fun! Slipping in the cover!
Yeah, I know this is where I got that chest at. There's like a little cave around here you can get to.
Yeah.
No, my ear keeps draining. Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, I gotta stretch out my fucking side. All my lats and shit. See where I'm at. So on the edge, there had to be somewhere in this vicinity. So if not, I'm gonna check over here then. Oh, that drove me halfway out the fire. Oh, I thought it was bigger than that. Be somewhere around here. There it is. Found you.
The final piece. Time for my effort to pay off.
Fuck yeah. Nice. Oh, where's it gonna be at? Oh, right here. Ah. Cool. I don't have to go through all that bullshit. Yeah, fuck, it's almost 12 o'clock. Did I already do this one? Oh, I guess I already did that one. Okay. That's not the one I had to do then. I already did that one. They just want me to find the fragment, even though I could just go in there without it, but whatever.
Hearing chatter of an infected and vicious beast. Think you can handle that for me, Wellspring?
Blowjobs.
A new volunteer for the torture shack. You must have
Should have watched your hand. seem like a troublemaker. Oh, I love this song. Not bad, Maliwan.
Found you.
It would be irresponsible to wager with this, right?
Okay. Find this one. Dude, I don't even know what the fuck I'm gonna do today. I think I'm going for a walk in that. Go get some QT shit. I'm bound not yet. Oh. I'm gonna eat again here in a little bit. Okay. Other way. I think today's gonna be a good day though. Probably a little busy.
My abilities are beyond your comprehension.
The hour has arrived! Hold on! If I just fall...
So peaceful. Okay, I already been over here. Need to go down here. I don't know where I'm going. Guess I can check over here. Cause I checked over here and over here. Not up that mountain, I guess. I don't know how the fuck I can get up there. Go from this direction, I guess.
A vile beast threatens to defile these lands. Please, remove this demon before its darkness spreads.
Okay, that's that big ass fucking mountain that takes up.
Luck is on my side! A new record! Now you must feel so much greater! I feel like some kind of crystal.
See, this is the side. There's big ass mountains in the way. There's mountains fucking everywhere in this bitch.
Where are they? Should have watched the hands!
Don't start from here! Who wants to move up? How did you better than that?
That leads all there. I can't wait till Franken's on. I was talking about there. See what time I'm coming to work today. I think my times have changed a lot. Okay, I'm 7, 8, 6. Okay. Well, they're trying to like. The thing is with my working out there, we have new people coming in, and we're trying to train up our new people to be at the satisfactory of me and one of the other like couple managers actually work really good. But the thing of it is, I try to tell them that like no one's gonna be on par with what I do. It's not because they can't work good. It's the fucking discipline. It's basically just discipline. It's the emotional like structure of myself that kind of like makes me a better worker. I always like talk to people now. They're always sitting there like, if I ever talk to people about how I work in that or the things I do in that, I said, well, you're fundamentally not structured right. You're thinking that this job is being the hardest thing that you do. And when you come into working at it, you think this is the most difficult thing you can do is going to work. Oh my god, it's so difficult. Now I gotta fucking make food and shit and deal with a little bit of customers and that. I say to them, I'm like, well, first off, that's not the hardest thing to deal with. I say when you fundamentally make your life more difficult and you grow from that, then more or less likely you're going to be structured more. You're going to be looking at life a little bit differently. You're looking at what is actually hard, what is actually not hard. And what I get at all the time, especially with different amounts of people. That I was looking at it from these perspectives. I said, okay, well, how hard is life? Life is hard as you make it. How easy can life be? Life is about as easy as you can make it. If you make life really fucking difficult for yourself, as in like you have to grow a lot, you have to be really responsible in that, then your life potentially is going to get easier because you're fundamentally going to know the structures of how to deal with things. Not everyone's like that. Of course, not everyone's like that. Many people are not like that. Many people actually don't care. So that's why they kind of do the things they do. We have to tell people this, throughout life, and that what is supposed to be ridiculously hard becomes easy. That's how our brains work. Our brains find easier ways of dealing with stuff once we actually get and delve into it. So, like, if you exercise that, our bodies find a way to make that exercise easier. So you get stronger, you get bigger muscles, you get more endurance. But fundamentally, nowadays we don't want life to be difficult. I say like that's why I tell people if you work out with me, just to say you never worked out before, but you think you're strong. I said strength's not about how much weight you can lift; it's how well you do and how much pain you can put onto your body that before you decide to say I quit. So I used to work out with like some young kids and that. We used to work out together and that. And a lot of times why we went is because that one hot chick was with us. This was like a couple years ago. And we all worked out together and that. One of the guys never liked to work out. He worked out a little bit, but he was too busy because he had a low IQ. He was just fucking stupid. He acted like a child. He acted like an idiot. And I look at it like, well, dude, if you structure yourself, stop being such a show off. Like to pretend to be a show off is different than actually just be a show off. Like I'm a show off, but I don't show it off. It just happens. If I lift weights and that, and I got big muscles and that, my physique's gonna show off, no matter what. I don't need to mentally think to myself and be like, yeah, look at me and pose in front of women. Well, they're already gonna know by looking at me. And that's the practice of it is. People take this like fake belief and stuff. They try to implicate the show off. And, like I see them up at the gym and that, and they have they're fundamentally like I call them girly men, the girly men. They hang around with a bunch of dudes at the gym, and there's always one dude that's like rather like more buff than the rest of them, but he never works out the hardest. Like he's like, oh, I'm already done. I already got my peak attraction at. I said, bro, it's not about the attraction. It's about the endurance and the strength that you have that you can use that strength to upgrade your life by working harder at work or by doing more things that you can be able to sit there and do good things in your life, like helping people out and that's what strength is there for. There's two ends of strength, either being a righteous strength or being a wicked strength. A wicked strength, they tend to like to force people into submission because they're big. The righteous strength, we force the people that are wicked into submission because they're stupid. That's why like the righteous and the wicked strength always fight against each other. That's how wars get created. You get wicked dumb fucks that hate and despise innocent people, and they want to keep a power structure going. When the innocent people fight against it, then the elite righteous men come in and defeat them, and they always win. Wicked people never win. They never win. They win for a certain point in time, and then God comes in, and then they just lose. So when people say really iconic, dumb shit, and that, like, oh, we got all these problems, and that, yeah, we have a sinful fucking world. Number one, we have so much sexual sin out there, it is ridiculous. And people devote themselves to that. And like a lot of people like talk about that, when they're younger and that. I used to do the same thing too. Talk about being a model, talk about being a porn star and that. Because I think the initiative, because it never, had sex before, so more or less likely they don't know what it feels like, but they sit there and they like implicate it because they see it all the time. They lust for it. That's because you're not humble. You're not wise. You're rather stupid. Because the Bible indicates to teach your children while they're young. Because once they get into that period of when they start going through their puberty, that's when they start to kind of pull away from the family and thinking I can do everything on my own now because I'm strong and da da da. And like they have good endurance, but they're still not that peak strength of like growth. A lot of times men don't become men until after like fucking close to their 30s. Sometimes in their 30s, like my age, they actually fundamentally start to structure their lives. You could do a little bit when you're younger now, but you still are immature when it comes down to discipline. Not everyone's like this. Of course, not everyone's like this. There's a lot of people that are very disciplined up front. Ooh. I'm gonna go out there and give me some teas and that. Yeah, I like it a little bit longer, but it's actually pretty nice outside right now. It's cool. I was waiting for my watch to charge. Gotta count my stuppies. I ate pretty good food today. I ate barely any sugar or not. I had a cup of milk, but that was like very low sugar. Whew, hope the grass is not super wet. It shouldn't be. If it is, then I'll have to deal with it. I'll probably not gonna walk all the way around. That'd be fucking stupid. I'll just run through it. I need to buy some new shoes. Yeah, I got these slip-on shoes. They're good now, but they're not. I need to get thicker soles. And try to get something that's a little bit more plastic or not plastic, but leather around it, so it's not so damn. I don't know. Ooh. You get a haircut. Clean up my room a little bit. Actually, you know what? I should be getting my quarterly statement now. My upward nose. I know I can go on my account and check that shit out, but I don't like that shit. To me, it's kind of dumb. But yeah. What I want to say is, mine got kind of boggled. Shit. Lost track of my mind. Anyway, I'm gonna get going that, get walking that, get some blood flow. See